Welcome to the Lone Machinist podcast, the podcast where it's just you, your tools, and the work. No team, no backup. I'm Jamie from JSpec Engineering, and every episode we're tackling the highs and lows of flying solo in the machining world.
And I'm Curt from Confounded Machine, here to chat about everything it takes to make it as a one-man show in the shop. From grinding and turning to the struggles of running a one-person operation, we're sharing the stories, the tricks, and the challenges that come with going it alone.
If you're out there in the shop grinding away by yourself, or just thinking about taking a solo plunge, this show's for you.
So throw in your ear protection and let's talk about life behind the machine.
Good day, Curt.
Good day, Master Jamie. I think it's the one time we can pretty much say that to each other. So
Yes, because it's clearly still day here.
No kidding,
we're recording a little bit early because apparently Monday's another public holiday for the Canadians. And I think also for the Americans.
Yeah.
It's Labor Day weekend.
yeah, I think that's kind of a big North American thing. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no stress. We got all our stupid public holidays in the beginning of the year. Like now it's pretty sparse till we get right to the end of the year and then into stupidness for the new year. But yeah, tomorrow the last third of the year starts.
Wow, really? Oh man, that creeped up fast.
It does that.
Wow. Yeah, that's disconcerting. Yeah, no, I think you're right. That sounds about right.
Left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because September is tomorrow. Like you wanted to record early. I'm like, yeah, let's record today. I took today off, like entirely off. I woke up late. I went and walked the doggos, had breakfast, and then came back and I've been watching TV and just chilling, taking a day. Because yesterday I spent 10 hours loading Dutchman squeeze box reeds into my machine and chopping them smaller.
Well, pretty much every other human that works at 9 to 5 is also taking Sunday off. So
I know, it's fucking weird.
I think you're within your right to take it. I know it's weird when you work for yourself and you're like, well, Sunday I could work too. Like, so it's just, it seems different to take like full weekends off, but probably a good thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday, I didn't feel like working. I eventually got into the shop at like 9 a.m. and I stood at the machine until 7 to finish the job. Like just nonstop, every 2 minutes, change parts.
Ugh. Those are the worst of the ones.
They are. Like I put a chair of doom in the walkway and then I played on my phone. I think I watched like 6 hours of YouTube. I was watching retrospectives on series and all sorts of fun stuff. And the WAN show.
I think a couple weeks ago you said that job is going to take like 5 hours of just like quick pallet swaps.
Yeah, I didn't make another pallets because I can't machine pallets currently because there's a fourth axis in the way. So I can't get low enough on the current setup and I don't want to move my anchor points until next week because I've got the Tufnell job coming around and the vacuum fixture locates off of where it currently is, where the anchor point currently is. So after this round goes through, then I'm rearranging the whole table of the machine.
That makes sense.
So a little annoying, but it was what it was. Just stood there and tightened and loosened 1,500 screws through the day because everyone's held in with 2 screws. It was just a little tedious. But that was yesterday. And then I'm busy planning to do some work in the workshop to move my table where my manual lathe is and is next to the LK to yeet that thing out the door and put shelving on that wall.
Okay.
So I want to yeet that stuff out, paint the wall right to the roof, put shelves to the roof for material rack, like small bar material racks. Still have one of the levels as a table, and then store it. Like I want to maximize the usage of the space for storage and material coming in for material, like as orders of material come in onto the input shelf, and then as it runs through into the output shelf.
Yeah, well, fair. I mean, anyone that's seen any of your videos, like on Instagram, whatever, it's like, you have to basically build up because you have nowhere else to go.
Well, I have somewhere else to go. It just requires me to build a whole new building in my front yard.
Okay, that's a bit more than just like building a shelf.
That is on the cards. It's just hopefully we'll move into a position where that's doable in the near future. Because seems like the diesel guys are finally pulling their heads out of their asses and will be placing orders again.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, if that goes through, because that's going to be a humongous order if that goes through for you.
They also nearly got told to take their stuff and leave. They wanted to order caps. They go, can we have 5 samples of each? I'm like, dudes, are you joking? And then I was going to send them a ragey email, and I'm like, I have a piece of material. Calm down. Let's just make them their stupid samples because there's an order waiting for those samples. So I made them their stupid samples. I'm like, you can fetch them this afternoon. Like, no, we'll see you tomorrow. So then they came through. I'm like, there you go. You were delivered 20 of this already, and you have a drawing with dimensions. We'll get into that now. Here's the samples. I test for it. Okay, cool. Now they're happy. They're like, oh, they're battling to cut the tube. I'm like, listen, this is the tube we can get. We struggle to source that reliably. That is what you are getting. Get a new pipe cutter if you're battling to cut it. Your blades are blunt. So yeah, hopefully that will now result in some orders, including replacing 1,000 components that are now scrap. The design changed. I did what I could to salvage another 1,000 components. So the tubes, we can knock the PTFE insert out and press a different shaped one in. But the bullet connectors, they've changed to the point that they are scrap now. And they've got 1,200 of them in stock. So it's a nice little order for the MCO to run. So I'm not too sad. But yeah, that should be next week. I was saying to Danica, I think it's not just going to pour. It's going to monsoon next week because there's a whole lot of stuff that we're waiting for. And I think guys are just waiting for the new month to place orders.
Oh, yeah, fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, I mean, the knife guards, the carbides arrived. I've got to go pick it up tomorrow. Just check it's all the right size, and then I've got to go ahead to make another 50 filing guards.
Nice, okay. Huh.
But yeah, that's that I want to put onto the fourth axis.
Yeah? Is that
everything's a fourth axis job.
I get anything could be, anything that's a 2-op job can be a 1-op.
That's a 3-op job. I want to make it a 2-op. So I want to do all the precision features in the first 2 ops, and then the last op is literally just deck off the back.
Okay.
And put a chamfer, try and simplify my life as much as possible.
Nice.
But yeah, what's been happening on your side?
I basically just did a bunch of production, and I wanted to have my production finished this week, and then just about Thursday, I caught some sort of plague that my little rats have been bringing home. I dodged 3 good colds. I was quite happy with it, and this one just hit me like a sack of shit. And I just was just on Wednesday, I was feeling, I was like, something is awry. And then by Thursday, I was like, no bueno. So I just, excuse me. I just basically took Thursday and Friday off and did nothing but sleep. And yeah.
Because I messaged you and you were like, nope, you're man down. So I wanted to know what drive you've got in your machine. And you're like, next time you go into the workshop. I'm like, no stress, dude. I can.
And this is the first time I've been back in here because, I mean, my voice is still messed up. But yeah, I was just like, I hate that when you have downtime, but you feel so crappy. You're like, I can't even watch shows or do whatever. I just want to sleep. You're just what a waste. I could have caught up on so much cool, but anyways, whatever. I know better now. Just take the time, relax, get your body fixed. Heal. Sleep as much as you can, eat your food, do whatever you can, because you'll feel better faster. Anytime I've been I'll just push through it. Then I'm sick for 3 weeks because you don't we all do. We all do the exact same stupid thing, and I'm starting to learn now. So
slowly
but surely, it's if we're not one of my topics, health is wealth. Because if you're not healthy, you're hosed. You cannot buy health. You cannot make yourself healthy with money.
Trying to remember, I think it was Ready Parts posted a thing today. If you're not working, it's not working, you have a job. If you're working and it's working, you've got a business. If you're not working and it's growing, you have an empire. And I was like,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's always going to be a job because I have no desire to have 1 million fucking staff. Because I feel like that's the route Kevin went down from Smooth Precision Pens. Was he grew, and then he ended up burning out because he was pushing hard all the time, trying to grow. At a certain point, you need to make a decision on whether you want that or not.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, I know, I always think about that if I want this to, continue when I die, and no, I'm not setting it up to do that. And that's fine. That's how I currently think, but
we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years, how you feel about it. Because that's the thing. It's at your house. So if you have an employee, they've got to come into your fucking house, which is not cool.
Yeah, but I think we're kind of both in the same boat. Yeah. We're not building, we're building good jobs for ourselves. We're not building generational businesses, unless we magically have people that just jump in and want to take over. But like,
yeah, no, it would be what you would end up being able to do is selling off the business with all of its associates, basically, like with all its customers. When you want to shut down eventually, that is the out. It's not, you're not going to build an empire and pass it to your children kind of story. It would be a case of, okay, cool, I'm retiring now. I'm selling the name JSpec Engineering with all its business, all its contracts, all that stuff to somebody to carry on in the name. I mean, that's what happened at where Carl works, SRT. It was started by an old toppy. He eventually sold off to a guy named Shane, who then sold off to a guy named Chester the Molester. And he's now successfully running it into the ground.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's like a fair, like everyone, like especially with the Instagram grind that we all get like exposed to, is like, it's fine to build a business that you know is just going to be you. Like,
yes,
you don't have to build an empire. Like everyone's just like, you got to grind and make it and have employees and hire and grow. And it's like, no, you can just make yourself a job that you enjoy and do it for your life. And then it goes away when you die. That's fine too.
That's fine.
Like that works too. And like, I don't know. I feel like that never gets like portrayed.
That's why I started the podcast, The Lone Machinist, because when I started with John and then when you came on board, we have no intention of having employees.
No.
All three of us have no intention of having employees. Like, you get your wife to run the machine a little bit if you need to, but that's it. Like, yes, it limits your potential income, but you can also run 4 machines at once and be printing money.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is my week this week. Like, I spent 10 hours in the shop on Saturday. I made freaking good money standing at the machine.
Yeah.
I had to stand there and do it every freaking 2 minutes because there's no ways I'm auto-loading those things. It's shit, but hey, guess what? I stood there, the job's out, the guy's happy. They now want to bring in, instead of brass, they want to bring in aluminium reeds because they're a little bit cheap. They're not even actually cheaper, they're just lighter.
Right.
So he's like, can you machine aluminium? I'm like, I'd do it all day. Like, it makes zero difference to me. But yeah, like you work hard, but it pays off hard as well.
Yeah, well, and like, you could probably approach anybody that has a day job, like somewhere else other than where they live, and be like, hey, do you want to do exactly what you're doing, but from home? And even not even increase their salaries, be like, we'll pay you the exact same, but you just stay home. Everybody would jump at that. Like, you'd be like, of course I would. So then it's like, okay.
Well, the flexible hours are where it really shines. Like, tomorrow's September, we're going into bass fishing season. I can tell you right now, I'm going to be getting 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock in my truck with my boat and buggering off to the dam to go fish in the afternoon.
Sure.
Because why not? Like, why not? Or go fish in the morning, come off the water at 10 o'clock in the morning, come home, have a shower, and then start working. Like, I used to do it. I used to go 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's a place down the road. It's like a 6-minute drive. Bass fishing place. Used to go down there with my mate Dave when he used to drink, have a couple beers, catch a couple fish, and then come home at 6 o'clock. And yeah, that is one of the main perks. I can go walk my dogs at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when nobody is at the dog park.
100%. Like, that is where value. Like, yeah, I want to make money. Like, I want to. If I was doing this and just making a minminimum wage, I'd probably still do it. No. I did do it for a long time doing that. I made less than minimum wage for a long time. But besides the point, like, why wouldn't you? Like you said, have the flexibility to do what you want. We're all going to die. You might as well do something you enjoy while you're here. And like, like, if growing an empire makes you excited and gets you jazzed, do that.
Yeah, go for it.
If just slinging around, playing, kind of doing this stuff and making a healthy income is what you're after, like, do that too. Like, it's all okay.
I was chatting to my brother a little while ago, and I'd forgotten that people have weekends. So I was like, no, bro, like, do you want to chat? Do you want to chat on the weekend or something? Like, I'll be in the shop. He's like, no, he's going away this weekend. I'm like, oh yeah, people take weekends off. Forgot about that. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not something that I mean, even growing up, my dad used to work. He used to take his weekends off, but also, like, if there was work to be done because he ran his own business, he would be working, or you'd go in and he put a fiberglass body on his truck, on his bucky. He bought it. When he went to look at it, he lifted the hood, and the hinges fell out. It had rusted that badly. He bought it anyway and bought a fiberglass body kit and spent 4 months. So then, like, that was at their factory. So he'd work on a little bit during the week. But then, like, Saturday, I'd go through with him and help him. And the whole day he was working on that. So we're always busy. But he used to go fishing in the morning. My mom used to go open the factory, let the guys in so they could start working. My dad would pitch up at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning after fishing for the morning because he could. Yeah. And that's what I like. Yeah. It's the lifestyle.
Totally. Yeah.
I mean, and people give lifestyle business a bad rap, but I'd rather grind hard in my workshop over the weekend, and like we don't do grocery shopping on the weekend. It's done in the week when no one's there. Like not a chance will I go to the shop. Like we wanted something from the shop this weekend. I'm like, Danica, it can wait till Monday. It's payday weekend. Right, yeah. It's going to be unbearable. Like let the plebs go. We will go. We'll go in the week. Yeah. Like because we can.
Oh,
but yeah. Anyway, that's
the superpower for sure. Like I gotta get a haircut. I'll book it on like a Tuesday at 2:00 when no one's there, and just stroll up like you own the place. Yeah.
I got annoyed with my hair on Wednesday. I phoned the place I used to go to. They're no longer there. They transferred me to the new location. I'm like, how's it? I need a haircut. They're like, oh, when would you like to book? I'm like, in 24 minutes time. I'll see you at 5:30. Got there, no one's there. Got my head fondled, got my hair cut, and was out of there in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
No, doing stuff during the week is the way. Like this whole, you just got to remember to get all the tools and things you need for the weekend before the weekend.
Yeah. Exactly.
But anyway. So, do you remember a few weeks ago we discussed smartlathe.com?
I believe so, yeah, because I poked around on that site for a while.
Yes, and you pushed me towards them.
Yes.
Somehow I ended up on there again. They do a SL36, and I got a price on one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up while you're telling me the price.
So I've reached out. I actually want to get the SL46 or 42. It's one size up because it can have a servo turret as an option.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay,
I got the
little chucker. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little slant bed gang lathe, basically.
Yeah.
I want a turret because I do a bit of a mix. It would be nice to have a turret. I'd use a turret and gang blocks as well, but anyway, turret. Yeah, got a price on the SL36 with C-axis and 4-axial live tools. Oh, sorry, radial? I don't know, from the side. On a Y-axis. So Y-axis, C-axis, live tool.
Oh.
$13,000.
Okay. What?
Yes.
Sorry if I yelled. Sorry, people.
Also 3 kilowatt servo for the spindle, so not giant.
Yeah. Not huge footprint either.
Yeah. So I'm going to reach out about the one size up from that. Not because I need the 46 mil bar capacity, but I want the turret. Because the turret would be really nice for some of the bigger work I do.
Yeah.
Also, I think, have you listened to the Pumpkin Plan?
Or read the Pumpkin Plan? It's on my list, but no.
Okay.
I have not.
Do you want to make that a thing we listen to in the next week and we discuss?
Probably a wise idea. Yeah, probably a wise idea.
Okay. We're going to put that there as required reading because I would like to. So I know very little about it. And I would like to know more because only the place I know it from is with Intolerance and Zabatini talking about it.
Yep. Zap ranting about it. Yeah, for sure. Same.
Yeah, so I think we need to give that a listen because I'm getting very close to firing some customers.
Okay.
Because if they're not going to be big pumpkins, they're going to get ripped out of the ground.
And
they're either going to
totally fair.
I was chatting to Danica this week. It's like, okay, cool. It's all good and well that everyone else locally is charging $25 to $40 an hour to machine stuff. $100 an hour, or it gets out of my workshop.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
It's either it runs automatically and then it's $30 to $40 an hour, or if it requires my attention, sorry, this is the price. You don't like it, there's the door. Go, please. Because I keep finding myself doing stupid shit for free, and it's a little annoying. Even, I'm considering flying down to Cape Town, and not only to visit my friend, who's actually got, the one who sold me the anchor point and, not the anchor point, the 4th axis, and has a sample anchor point that they're going to start pushing locally, but to go beat a customer and break their machine I fixed. Because they haven't paid me, and I invoiced them 2 weeks ago. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go down and take their foot pedal for the machine. And when I've been paid, and for my flight, you can have your foot pedal back. Because you sent it to me unannounced, asked me to fix it, I made a plan and did it, and now you haven't paid. So might need to just go down to Cape Town for the day.
Yeah, just take the thug approach. Yeah.
Yeah. I've asked nicely every time. I was, oh no, we'll sort it out tonight. I'm like, dudes, you said you'd sort it out on Friday. You haven't sorted it out now. It's month end. I've had enough now.
Yeah.
I will go visit WD Hearn and go discuss fourth and fifth axes in person and go and break their machine, not the kneecaps yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I did some reading on the 828D, as in I read the brochure, which leads me to some concerning conclusions.
Okay, hold on before we hit that. That quote that you got for the smart lathe, which control was that with?
One moment, please.
Was that just with their
do the singing, Kurt? Do the singing.
Syntec control, or because I want to get a quote for one of their Swisses now, because I knew they were cheap, but I just didn't know they were that cheap.
Smart lathe. That's not how you spell lathe, Jamie.
Because there is a huge lull in the whole market when it comes to like, there's like entry level CNC machines galore. You can pick whatever budget you want. For lathes, not so much.
Oh,
not that I'm really
by the
looking
way,
for an entry
it
level.
wasn't 13. It was 12,012.
Okay.
That's for an SL36 with Y-axis live tooling device.
That's insane.
They didn't give me like a full spec out. I need to ask them for a full spec out.
I would assume that's going to be like a Syntec control, because that's a typical Asian control.
I would assume it's a GSK because they're a little bit cheaper, or it is their internal controller.
Okay.
Which, it's a lathe. They're simple. It doesn't actually make a difference. You're not hand coding it with macros. You're pushing it from Fusion, so it doesn't actually make a difference.
Yeah. Fair
because I was looking around on their website to find out a bit more information about their controller. Because if I go to options, it says, oh no, it wasn't options. Yeah, this is the best. Looking things up on the podcast. Singing along. It looks like it's a Chinese controller by default. But it does have options for GSK and Syntec.
But even okay, maybe it was their Swiss machines that jumped up to Siemens, because that's what I was looking at. But
probably because
either or, 12 grand is crazy. Even if you throw in a $5,000 controller,
were a little bit more expensive than that, because you obviously want something bigger than a 7mm. Like they jump straight to 20mm bar.
Yeah.
Uses Sagami stuff, CNC controller, Syntec, optional Mitsubishi or Fanuc.
Yeah.
On their Swisses.
I would probably just go Fanuc, because I kind of, for some reason, my brain links up with Fanuc.
Speaking of these guys, you're probably not going to be able to read it. Ching Chong or whatever. Let me quickly type it in and send you a link. These guys drew a Swiss, and that was the only Swiss at Machine Tool Africa. And it was a 32mm through, so quite a big machine, and it was with the bar feeder. Hang on, let me put this thing into freedom dollars. Just trying to make sure there are enough zeros. $135,000.
Yeah. Okay.
So not unreasonably expensive, considering it's a twin spindle machine. It was a little bit over the top. Swiss lathes.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, they started at 20mm by the looks of it. Control C. Okay, for anyone who's interested, there we go. I'll put a link into the document. I don't know if you want to go grab it quickly.
CHAA. Yeah, I see why you pronounce that. Yeah. That's not Jamie being insensitive. Jamie. It's literally like, what did I say? What did I just call you? Anyways, it's not Jamie being insensitive. It's like pronounced like Chai Chuan.
I've never been insensitive ever in my life. It's definitely not why the after show was horribly censored.
Googling
anyway, so
they have
lathe,
okay. Those are hefty.
Yeah, they're quite big. They're decent machines. Like they're proper.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know, the other thing that concerned me about the smart machines was let me just reopen close tab here. The linear guide size.
Oh, they're kind of tiny.
25s.
I mean, for the price, it's kind of like,
dude, it should be fun. In reality, it should be
If
more than adequate. I'm not like they recommend 50 millimeter maximum workpiece diameter.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's face it, that's not happening. I'm putting in like 80 mil material because that's what I need it for. But if you go to features, like if I look at how, thing is, I don't know what machine this is that they're showing the linear guides on, because it looks very, the guides are very close together. But I mean, it should be fine. Like I would assume it's been engineered properly. China's making all the shit for the world, so I would assume they're using their own machines. Well, not assume. I know they're using their own machines. But yeah, for the price, it's a freaking killer deal.
That's insane. It's just insane to me that they can build tools at that price. And it's like, I wish more manufacturers go down the lathe road, because everyone's gone down the mill road, like I was saying earlier, and built every kind of flavor you'd want in every budget. Whereas mill or lathes, you can buy used, and then you can buy like professional. There's not like a cheap lathe, other than like Tormach has a couple offerings.
But even that is such a small percentage of their sales that they're not really reinvesting in making any major revamps. Like this has been a discussion with Norman on many, many Friday nights.
Yeah, and like Sile makes one too, but like that already jumps up to a point where you can kind of look at other bigger machines, and it's just like,
I wouldn't go the Sile route. I had a look at them at Machines South Africa. It's too big of a machine, and again, it's got a 10 kilowatt spindle, or sorry, not 10 kilowatt, 100 horsepower. Like it's got a giant spindle motor that's, yes, sure, if you're turning 200 diameter, 100%, but there's nothing in that range for like, say, 20 millimeter to 80 millimeter. There's no real machines that fit that niche, whereas the smart machines seem to fit that niche pretty well. I mean, this has got the 46 total power usage is 6 kilowatts.
Right, like, and that's the same thing.
That's perfect.
You don't need.
I can put it on my existing phase converter.
Totally. I'm game.
So we will see. But yeah, also I'm waiting for Silver CNC to come back to me with pricing on trunnions and fourth axes.
Right. Yeah, we're still. Yeah, I'd like to hear what they get back to you on.
Did I give you the pricing on the GSA ones?
Was that the 5-axis trunnion or?
Yeah, 5-axis trunnion. That was about $10,000, and then the fourth was about $4,000.
I don't know if you gave me the pricing, but now the listeners can also know it. So
yeah. So I was looking at the Silver CNC ones. They've got a really small one, but it doesn't have a brake, and I want a brake. Because most of my work is going to be positional.
Totally. Yeah.
Even today, I was chatting to Danica, and I'm so tempted to just organize a Siemens motor and drive and put it on my current fourth axis as a stopgap measure before I buy a new fourth axis. Like, it's got a bit of backlash, but that's fine. I'm going to use it for positional. I just want to have it in the controller. Yeah,
like it's not it's probably your cheaper way to go if you.
Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, technically I can get the work I'm doing done with a angled riser and fourth axis, because this week I was channeling my inner Noddy performance, and it worked. It worked pretty well. Took forever, but worked pretty well.
That looked cool. For the people listening, I listened to our last podcast, and we have so many things that we say that are like in the weeds between us, or that are just done over video. That I was kind of missing out on a few things, so I apologize to people. I will try to better explain in pure audio, because I'm like I lifted up my shirt at one point and we laughed about it, and no word was mentioned about anything about it. So I'll try to make sure we preface everything in audio.
Their new shirt's dropping tomorrow.
Ooh!
And the old ones will be available, I think, till the end of the week, and then Danica's taking them off the website as well. So new shirts tomorrow, by the way. I will add a thing here to say shirt link. Yes, so Noddy Performance. So if you want to see the pictures, actually no, they were on my stories, so they're gone now. Anyway, I was turning a diffuser for, I believe, a missile. I'm not entirely sure. Turning some components milling some components for that. And turns out you can surface at relatively high speeds with very small tools.
It looks for the people, once again, for the people listening, it looked like a turbine. Like it looked like a big cylindrical disc with like turbine
with
vanes around the outside, and then kind of spirals, sort of like centrifugal blades on the face. Like it was a lot. I was impressed that you got that done.
Yeah. It's a cool part.
Cool.
Now I did it on the anchor point too. So I put an anchor. So the anchor point on the fourth axis is not running true. So I put a blank pallet into that, turned the fourth axis, and had an end mill there to make a round boss. Took it off of there, put it into the anchor points on the table, probed that, and used that as my work coordinates. So I could work everything off of center of rotation, other than my x-axis, which moved. But yeah, that worked shockingly well. The guy's picking the parts up tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, that looks.
And then he's going to complain, and then I'm going to tell him, well, we need a proper actual fucking fifth axis for these parts.
Did you do like one blade and then orientate, one blade orientate, or did you do a few of them?
No, I did one at a time. I have to come onto the blade perpendicular. That's why it had to be tilted down, so that I could be perpendicular to the vane.
Gotcha.
To the blade. Gotcha. So yeah, I did one finish. So it was roughing, and then geodesic the top of the blade. Then I did 2 pencils around it to get a nice surface finish. And then I did a radius 1 ball nose that I surfaced around it. And then I indexed, machined the next one. 30 times at like a 5-minute cycle on each one. It was a little bit annoying.
Okay. I was like, that looks fun. Like, well
that
done.
Is why I want a 4th axis integrated to my machine. So that I can just make the code and have it just do its thing and not have to stress about it. But yeah, the 4th axis workflow is it's ruining me. How did you
do the positional, like because you like this is your machine for the people listening, your indexing isn't tied directly into the machine yet, correct?
No, it's a button. Push the button and then you push cycle start again. So you push the button, it indexes 12 degrees, you hit cycle start, it runs the program. When it's done, you hit index and then cycle start again.
Okay, so you were there every 5 minutes going boop, boop, and then boop, boop, and then boop. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I haven't,
there's a relay. So I don't know how the cells are built. Anyway, you open the little front hatch for the controller on the front of your machine. Mm-hmm. There's a relay in there that's tied to my chip conveyor output. So that's on an M code. I just set the M code, it turns on, set the M code, it turns off. So that's how I plan on integrating into it. I just didn't pull the wires in yet.
Smart.
But it's also a case of I should probably just get a proper 4th axis, like properly integrated.
Yeah.
We're going to see what it costs and then assess it from there. Because currently it works. Like if it's dumb and it works, it isn't entirely dumb.
Yeah, well, you could almost get by with, like the Homer Simpson episode where he has like the little Homer Simpson, 100 years old, The Simpsons, where he has that little pecky birds, the little bird that like sits on the keyboard and just like goes pop, pop, pop. Like you just need one of those that will peck every like 5 minutes. 2 of them maybe, so you get both buttons.
So I've designed a proper control. Well, designed another controller for the 4th axis. That's a neat little circuit board with a bunch of extra crap that isn't in this version. So it's got 3 optocoupled inputs, 2 relay outputs that all run down an Ethernet cable to the electrical cabinets for the 4th axis, as well as all the motor controls, including an alarm feedback signal. It's got a rotary encoder so you can set the number of steps and things like that. And I'm just holding off on ordering the boards like it's working, so don't need the new version. But I'm holding off on ordering the boards till I have all the pricing together for actual proper 4th axis, because I would rather go proper 4th axis than that. But yeah, we'll see. I've got those fancy brass parts I made. They all went together, and now they need them out of copper. So I'm like, I got to buy a bar of copper. You're getting as many parts as fit into that bar. That is the minimum order quantity. So I've designed a dovetail work holding for that. So I'll chop the bars into I'll probably just cut them all to their finished lengths and then put them in the vise and just quickly dovetail them. Then they slot into a dovetail fixture on the 4th that I can machine it and then tilt 90 degrees to machine the other feature, then tilt back 90 degrees and slitting saw them off. So they become a one-off part.
Nice.
One at a time, but one-off part. So I do 4th axis. Those little PTFE things I did were also I love being able to it's being held for the one-off. You turn it and you just poke a hole. The 4th axis workflow. I'm trying not to let the invasive thoughts win though. Because I need a lang plate for it, because I need something short and rigid for different work holding options. But I also don't want to wait if I order one from China. So I'm thinking I might just make one this week.
I see the intrusiveness here.
Yes.
Yeah.
A 5th axis, I'll make the thing out of 7075, make some hardened steel inserts. There's nothing that's unreasonably difficult.
Yeah.
It would just be annoying. Too, so, exactly. And it would just be a little annoying to make the pull studs.
Yeah, fair.
Or I could just go up the road and buy a set of pull studs for $60 and then make it compatible with those pull studs, make my own base that directly couples to the fourth axis. Because my fourth axis doesn't have the big plate with the T-slots. It's got a 82 millimeter boss with a set of M10 holes.
Okay.
So I could couple it. I could literally integrate that into the center of a 96 by 96 0-point system. So yeah, the intrusive thoughts have been almost winning. I fought them off for the interim, but I think they may just win this week.
Yeah.
Because I have to order a bunch of aluminium anyway. So,
Yeah,
yeah, you know, the thoughts happen. We try not to let them happen, but they happen.
I know I do that every cycle I go through. Same thing. I'll put things off. Like, okay, I'll order these tools once I finish this batch. Then I'm like, okay, the next batch, then I'll order these tools. So I'm not just spending every single thing I make on like upgrades, because I did that for a year and it's rough.
I did that last year, and that's why we didn't have a buffer going into customers not placing orders.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm trying to be more responsible about that. Before we continue, Curt, did you know we have a Patreon?
Oh, I did not.
Yes.
Tell me more.
So we have a Patreon where you can get access to the after show as well as Q&As and other things. Thank you to all our Patreons who make the wheels on the podcast go round and round. Special thank you to Jade from Benchmark 20, Luke from Fabtastic, AJ from Subtract Manufacturing, and EJ from Nocturnal Welding. You guys are on the top tier, and thank you to everyone else who helps make the wheels on the bus go round and round. That's making us not stay in South Chicago in September next year, because it's nearly a year away. Yay! I'm excited.
Yeah, man, time flies.
It does. It really does. But yeah, thank you to the patrons. There's also a companion guide, which may become very handy in the next 2 weeks or so. There'll be more information on that when other things come to light. But yeah, companion guide on the website, thelonemachinist.com, which helps explain some of the fun words I use.
Oh, speaking of fun words, I heard a show a word in the last episode. I don't know if it's the same that carries out everywhere else. What do you call like that marker that you use on your lathe to like write? Did you call it a chalky?
It's a chalk marker.
Yeah, but what did you call it? Did you call it a chalky, or you called it something like that?
No, Koki.
Koki.
Koki. Yeah, it's like a Sharpie. I don't know where the name actually came from, but yeah, I just know them as Kokis. Probably because you can spot them.
Okay, I was like, what is a Koki? I'm like, no idea. I figured it out from context, but I was like, Koki, interesting. I was like, is that just like a South African hack for a Sharpie?
It must be, because I'm going to ask Danica to look it up quickly, because she will be able to tell me very quickly. That's if she looks at her phone. Where does Koki... Koki come from? She's going to come to the bottom of the stairs now, and cool, I got a message on my PC because her WhatsApp's installed. Anyway, I might just mute and shout for an hour. But yeah, okay, cool. We will find out where that is. I'm gonna do that now. I don't know how to spell it properly, so I've just spelled it as a Koki, as in a white-nosed Koki.
Yeah, that's kind of how I read it as, and I was like, what is he talking about? Like, obviously he figured it out, but I was just curious.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to where that comes, because the brand Sharpie is not huge here. There's I'm trying to think who the main brand is. But anyway, Danica will find that out for us and let me know. If not in this episode, in the next episode. But yeah, so what have you been making blasting jigs for? I assume your pens, but...
Yeah, because I got to blast a billion of those, like we've talked about automating the system, and the more I do it, the more I'm like, Jamie's right, I got to automate this. This is the most tedious and annoying and boring thing possible. And I mask it because I want to keep the blasting media from going inside the pen, so I have like a long tube, and then I wanted to make it easy, so I basically made the inside of a pen, but all out of like PTFE, and just because I had PTFE and it machines easily, so I basically open the pen, jam one in, close the pen up, and then I can just go buck wild on it because all the important parts are masked off. But it's a job I hate the most, and that's why I was looking at vapor hones, because then I could do it. I don't put any blasting up here in the garage where I work, because I don't want the material in the air. So I do it in my little compressor room in the basement of my house, because it's soundproof. There's not a single window in it. It's completely soundproof, and it's basically like I have air filtration in there, so I can, like, it's sealed from the rest of the house. Which is a really cool room to have.
Isn't that your Dexter room that your workshop used to be in?
Absolutely, yeah. And when
Okay,
I
cool.
bought the house, people are like,
Yes.
what was going on in this room?" Because it was like it's completely insulated. It's like, and I was like,
Yeah.
I figured
I
out the previous
remember.
homeowner,
Yeah.
they used it as a cold room. Like they made a little cold room out of it.
Okay.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
this is 100% for growing weed. Like people are growing weed in here. But no, it was a cold room.
Cold room. Okay. No, because I remember when you moved from the little shed, like the tiny
Yeah,
shed, to the basement, the
to
Dexter
the
basement.
Dexter
Yeah.
room. Yeah, I like the Dexter room. But anyways, yeah, that's where my compressors live, and that's where all the dirty stuff lives. But so I go in that room, and it's just like, so there's two big compressors running in there. I have my headphones on, and I'm blasting. It's hot as hell. There's no light. It's fluorescent, and it's just like, it's the worst little place to be, and it's the job I hate. So yeah, I think getting a vapor hone would be nice because then I could put it up here in the main shop, where it's quiet, away from the nasty compressors, and then vapor honing. There's no dust. It's all just collected in the
It's all
liquid.
mud.
So yeah, it's all mud. So I
Yeah.
might, I feel much less scared about putting that next to precision machines, quote
Sure.
precision machines. So
I was going
yeah,
to send
and
you a link for a
oh
little
no,
stepper driver, but then I thought, let me not, because you're probably just going to write a sketch on an Arduino that drives a stepper to do your automations
it's
for
like I said, it
blasting.
could be done. It could be done purely mechanical. It doesn't even have to be smart. Uh,
Yeah, but you've got
I,
Arduinos kicking around.
dude, you know the problem is I still have that stupid like arm open, that robot arm open on my, because I just need an excuse. It's like $5,000. Like I told you, to buy the whole kit, and I just want to play with it, and this
Yeah,
is a
I don't know
perfect
how well that's
excuse.
going to do with the dust, though.
It would be completely outside. Like it wouldn't be anywhere inside the chamber. Like I would just cut a
I would
hole and
still
just let
do
it
nah.
let it
Do what
feed him.
the Kuka and
Don't
Fanuc guys
talk.
do. Put a giant condom over it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100% I would, because I would make it look cool, and if
yeah.
someone came in here, they'd be like, What is going on in here? You savage scientific little creature, you." And I'd be like, Don't touch that arm. It's very sophisticated. I didn't just make it.
It's covered for special use.
It's covered because it's very important. Yeah, so I just know what I see.
Uh,
But anyways, something like that would be a lot of fun because I kind of trying to track my time and see how much time I spend on stuff.
yes.
And finishing is just monstrous. It's just
Yeah.
amazing. Like I spend the same amount of time finishing than I do machining. So it's like
Yeah.
I gotta find efficiencies there.
Robots. Build a robot, Kurt. I'm not meant
Hell
to
yeah,
encourage
man.
you, but build a robot.
No, do it, dude. I'm on the edge. Like I just need
Look.
the littlest push.
Dude, you literally just motor on axis, fucking feed it through a hole. Come on.
Like I
Do
told
it
you,
Danny Rudolph style.
I could go to my barbecue store and buy
Yeah.
a rotisserie unit, and that would be all I need. But yeah,
That's all you
that was
need. The thing is, if you can have it load and unload by itself, that would be better.
that's why I was thinking the arm, not because I wanted to be cool, but because I knew I could put in a ray out and I could just have it
Yeah.
like
Three axis
pick a pen
gantry,
up,
Kurt. Three axis
put
gantry.
a pen. Oh, but an arm. Can you imagine
Three
just
axis
looking in here
gantry.
for the Instagram alone, just taking a video of me opening the door and seeing a
Yeah,
little
fair
arm just
enough.
whoop whoop whoop. God,
I
that's
just
got to
don't
be
know how
worth
accurate
something.
those arms are. Like, I
I
really.
don't care.
What
I'll make a
is it?
big
It's
cone so it can
the
find the
AR4.
pen. And, yeah, AR4. They're
I
I think they'd
like
be
that.
accurate enough to do that.
I like that it comes straight up when I type AR4. I want to see
Yeah,
if there's
I
a
just
specs.
yeah.
Resources.
Oh no,
There's.
someone sent me a link. I will put it, if I find it, I'll put it in the show notes. They sent me a
Yeah.
link on Instagram. They said if you're considering the AR4, they're like, do this arm instead. It's built way better. It's still
Okay.
like something that you can build, and it looked rather impressive. I have no idea where they are in my chat, but I will search them, and if I find the link, I will include it in the show notes, and it's definitely worth a peek. So check the show notes and see if I was smart and got
I'm
it in there, and
adding.
if I didn't, then
I'm
yell at
adding a
me. I don't know.
link. So one of the interesting things that I saw at IMTS was
Hmm.
this. Control C. I'm just going to throw it in the show notes. And do you mind grabbing it from the show notes?
Absolutely not.
Do you
Ooh,
know why
Jamie.
it is a cobot
Uh, excuse
when
me.
you look at it?
No. Why is it? Oh, is it just
Dun,
because
dun,
it's
dun,
not beefy
dun,
enough to hurt somebody?
singing. Sorry, I sent Kurt a link. Oh no, he looks frozen. That's
Oh,
concerning.
oh,
I
oh.
believe in you, Kurt. You opened a link and now it's
I've
broken.
lost Jamie.
Anyway, I
That
posted
also
a link
probably
for
means Jamie's
the
talking right now.
Argus
So
Cobot.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
Don't know that it's the best value for money, but yeah, the guys from Gimbal had some things to say about it. Oh no, we seem to have lost Kurt. Did he click the wrong button? Ah, wait, there we go. He's back. This is going to be an interesting podcast. A lot of links and a lot of talkings. Okay, and we're back after the Argus website broke Curt's
I don't know what the
computer.
hell happened.
Anyway, I sent him a link for the Argus Cobot. Would you like to know why it is classified as a Cobot? It's not because it has motion or load sensing or anything like that. Because normally Cobots, if they detect a load, they will, they'll alarm out.
Yeah, i.e.
no,
your
not this
skull.
one. This is under 8.5 kilograms, so it doesn't need to have any of that.
Oh, really? Okay, okay. I didn't know there was I guess there had to be some sort of stipulation.
There's a cutoff for it, but not the most accurate thing in the world. But for what you want to do, probably fine. And guess what happens if grit gets into the gearbox?
Well,
it's a 20 cents spare part because it's an injection molded gearbox.
Really?
It wore out. You just buy a replacement part for the gearbox and carry on with your day.
Okay, so you can have like a handful of them, just like
they're not
hand.
cheap. They're like $5,000.
No, but I mean the gearbox.
The spares. Yeah, you can have spares for the gearboxes. It's a Strainwave gearbox.
Right.
But their main selling thing is the replacement parts are next to nothing. And for what you're trying to do, it's actually not a horrible plan. Not as fun as building a robot from scratch, but not a horrible plan.
Not as fun, and not expensive, but interesting.
Because what is one of the AR4's full kit run you?
Five-ish grand.
Really?
With if you want everything, if you want the machine parts, if you want all the electronics,
machine parts are $800.
Mm-hmm.
The motors and that the stepper kit can't.
Hardware, stepper kit, all that stuff tied together.
£600 hardware. I'm just adding this all to my cart because I need a. Okay, no, I'm not because the website's slow, so that's now gone away. Don't feel like dealing with that. Anyway, so build a robot, Curt. That's the gist of it.
Yeah.
Come to the dark side.
First thing to do is follow up with the lovely people that sell the Vapor Hone because they said send us parts. We'll Vapor Hone them for you and send them back to make sure it's a finish you like. So I'll do that, and then I'll probably buy one of their Vapor Hones because their Vapor Hones are actually very inexpensive.
Okay,
way cheaper than me building one. Just let's buy a completed unit.
No, you may as well if it's not.
And then once that's done, then I can start going down the crazy automated path. So
the fun path, yes.
Oh, that's the fun. Yeah, that's stuff that lights me up.
How consistent is the vapor honing?
I don't know. I'm assuming the finer you go, just like blasting, or what I found in blasting, the finer you go, it gets more consistent because you just, even if you delay, if you sit on one spot, it's just not going to get any more blasted.
Okay, because I was wondering about potentially rolling your pens through, doing the ends, then rolling it from the ends and doing the middle. So you literally just feed them through and they just roll through the thing.
I gotcha.
That could be a very, very simple way of doing it.
In this case, I wouldn't need to, I only, for this specific pen, I only do the, I don't have to worry about the ends. I just have to worry about the body face. If it's a rolling pin, I only have to worry about the part that the dough touches.
The rolling pin part,
The rolling pin part. So, that would actually be an option. Yeah, that'd be an option.
That might be a pretty simple solution is 2 little belts that you just, it spins as it rolls. And then rolls through. But it also depends how narrow the beam of the vape hone is. Or the
I think you can get them pretty fat, and pretty wide. You can get a pretty big fan nozzle on them. So something to consider for sure.
That's the thing. There's a million ways to solve the same problem.
Or there's other options, right? I can do magnetic, pin tumbling. I can do stupid fine, micro bead tumbling.
Yeah,
there's a lot of different ways to go about it.
Speaking of tumbling, are you still using your bucket?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mine, I took the motor off.
In the work.
I need to put another motor on my bucket because I've got some stuff that's going to need to be tumbled in the next few weeks.
I think I'm gonna go the smooth precision pen road and buy a few of those extreme tumblers.
Dude, those are just so nice.
They're not all that expensive for what they are. They're built like tanks and they're perfect for my product size. So I'll buy a few of them.
That was actually something that I thoroughly enjoyed at IMTS was seeing all the finishing stuff because there was none of that at Machine Tool Africa or electromining. There was literally none of that.
Mm.
So it's very cool to actually see different options for finishing different tumbling medias, because here we get tumbling media. That's it, the one.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating. But yeah, anyway. Oh, yes. You saw my last thing I added while we were setting up for the podcast.
Yes, tell me more.
We were walking the dog stairs. You know those stupid retractable leads you get?
Yes,
for your doggos?
Of course.
Do you know what happens when...
Not for real doggos, for cat dogs.
When you put a 90-pound dog on that, you know what happens?
I imagine.
It explodes.
Parts.
Yeah. So Danica was like, she would really like me to look at making one that is rated for dipshit and stinky. So I'm looking at making us a set of billet aluminium ones with like a 3-meter lead that we can let them run out. But if you basically, you have to hold the button to let it freewheel. And if you let go of the button, it's going to just lock. And the dog is at that length and is going no further without dragging you along. Because it is nice to let them, because if it's spring loaded, it doesn't get caught on their feet as well.
Right, totally. Yeah,
goes back and forth, and the freaking thing loops around his leg. So yeah, she wants me to now make one. So I'm like, yeah, obviously billet aluminium. Like, let's not play games.
Yeah.
Buy some tape measures, smash them apart for their springs, and then it can self-recoil. And if you let go of the button, it's literally going to be a ratchet with a plate, and it's going to jam up until you deform that piece of plate.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I like this option.
I now have that as a background project in my mind to make a set of those in awesome purple.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know if it exists, but if it didn't exist, I need it for the reason of just, like you said, collecting leash. Like, there's some places where I have to keep my dog on leash, and I usually have a long leash for her in those instances, because I'm like, she just wants to sniff around and play, and and she's trained enough that she'll come to me if I need it. But like, same thing, just being able to reel the leash back in and out so she's not stepping all over it. That would be so valuable. And then same thing, have it so I know if it needed it, like, it's not going to explode in my hand. I mean,
we took the dogs this morning, but every dipshit had their dog there, and most people's dogs are not well behaved. So normally we let Kana off lead, and she will go, if we go out of sight, she reappears very quickly because she's quite clingy. And then she wanted to run in the aquifer, and then we couldn't really have her off lead because some dickhead was coming with their little Scotty that was a turd. And yeah, I kept Drax on lead the whole time, but he likes to wander a bit. He also learned that if I'm on one side of the pole, he doesn't get to go the other side, because I'll just stop and hold the lead until he backs up. But the thing's obviously got to be a little bit bulletproof, because it's a 45 kilogram Rottweiler that when he decides, like Danica reckons with the longer lead, she's had to run after Kana, because Kana's decided she's going somewhere and you are getting dragged. And if you don't run, you get dragged. Like, the amount of power the dogs have is quite impressive, because I mean, they are cart dogs, so makes sense.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, so Danica's asking me to make her a fancy self-retracting lead. So I was thinking, now I'm going down the rabbit hole of how overcomplicated do I make it? This is a diving spool that I made. But yeah, I was thinking, do I make because we're only going to make them like 2.5, 3 meters long. So not super long, but long enough that the dog can still get a bit of distance from you. So I need to get that much webbing, roll up that much webbing, and see how big a spool I need, and then design everything else around that limitation.
Oh, I can see this like nice skeletonized case with like a anodized purple spool inside.
100%.
Ooh.
It's gonna be
have like a sort of clip so you can have it on your belt, like have like a positive mount to use.
That's a quick way to die.
Well, okay, for my
for normal people dogs, maybe.
Yeah, my girl doesn't want to run around. She wants to sniff and play. And like, if she sees a rabbit nowadays, she's smart enough to know like rabbits are fast AF. I'm not going to catch them. So she's like, I'll let you be.
Well, so Drax saw the last time. So we're walking along through one section of forest, and I can check him. Just all of a sudden, he just locks in. I'm like, oh, cool. There must be something in the bush. And as walking, this thing's looking at him, and he's like, he wants to go. But he knows if I don't tell him he can go, he's not going. So yeah, he had to stare at it and walk past it. He was not super impressed. But yeah, that's like karate Dussie. We get Dussies in our yard here, and a single Dussie beats up my 2 45 kilogram Rottweilers. A Dussie's this fucking big. It's
okay.
It is a
rat.
Actually, no, I'm not sure if it's like a big fucking rat. It's actually the closest relative to an elephant. But they're creepy little vegetarian bastards. They don't carry rabies, but their mouths are so fucking disgusting that we had to put the dog under so that they could clean out the wounds on her face. Because Kana thought it was playing. So I was play bowing it, and it had ripped both sides of her face open. And she was like, "Let's play, friend." They broke its leg, but yeah, I managed to chase it out the garden because I didn't feel like dealing with a dead animal. So it went and died somewhere else. And then a few weeks after that, I came out the back of the workshop, and I could see the dogs were being busy in the bottom of the yard, but they didn't want to come to me. So I walked down, and they've got a Dussie. Well, it was a Dussie. 2 Rottweilers pulled. It became a 2-piece Dussie. Yeah, no. So they got their revenge on Karate Dussie. But yeah, that's a problem. Like, we have Dussies in our yard because one of our neighbors feeds the things. And then they have a habit of getting into your ceiling and then pissing your ceiling broken. Because our ceiling's all drywall here, so it's a problem. Right. Like, they move into your ceiling, and it's a frigging huge issue. Especially that way about a block. There's a bunch of rocks around the houses, and there's a huge problem there with them getting into the roofs. But yeah, anyway, so making boob snoot retention devices.
Mark me down. Mark me down for one if you make one.
Well, Danica knows the people at the dog club quite well. So she's going to take it to dog training and say, "Listen, I've got this. It's not cheap. If you want one, we can make them, but it's a premium product. It's billet aluminum, and it's going to be overkill because it's me."
Yeah.
So that's now another thing that I get to work on.
I like this idea. I very much like this idea.
It's a fancy idea.
People love spending money on their pets.
They do. Like, people love spending money on their pets. FedEx fucked up.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. Tell the listener. Tell the listener what's happened.
To quote EJ, some Elvis impersonator has liberated his French flag anchor point. It went missing in Memphis, Tennessee, with FedEx. They cannot find it. So I'm waiting for them to pay out the insurance claim. The most frustrating part of it is now when I ship him a replacement, he has to pay tariffs because it was shipped before the de minimis went away. Now he's got to pay additional tariffs because of a Cheeto. Speaking of the Cheeto, South Park season 27 is amazing.
Okay. I'll have to check this out.
Dude. Dude, it's amazing. So Paramount wanted to censor.
Yeah,
okay. Do you know how they got around that?
No.
They put R's on it and claimed it's a character. You can't censor a character. You can't blur out a character. That's how they managed to keep it in the show.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Season 27, we watched episode 3 today. It's really fucking hilarious. But yeah, anyway, FedEx fucked up, and now it's going to cost EJ like another $150 in import duties.
Did you have full coverage on that for insurance?
I'm waiting for the insurance to pay out for it. I'm gonna
let me know. Is it insured third party or through FedEx?
Through FedEx, through Tunnel and FedEx. I'm not entirely sure. I'll speak to them tomorrow.
Okay, let me know how the payment goes out, because I've had not for me personally, but a company I work for, we filed a claim through FedEx, and it never got processed. Like, it was many years in the process.
Okay. No, I think Tunnel are quite on it. I think it's through Tunnel because I had to fill out their insurance claim form. So and they seem to be pretty on it. So we'll see what happens. Because the annoying thing is I had made him the extra little valve mounting block for his table that was in there with all the fittings and shit. It's like, the pretty it wasn't just the anchor point. I'd thrown a bunch of extra shit in there. But it's fine. Bummer. He's going to get my current one that was on my machine. I'm just going to send that to him because I need to make a new one because I can't mount my old one where I had it mounted. So I've been using an air gun up my 4th axis's butt to release the anchor point because I just haven't bothered plumbing it up properly yet. But yeah, that's a little infuriating that they managed to lose that.
Well, I'm glad you have insurance coverage on it. Like I was like, I hope Jamie has coverage on that. So
wouldn't be the biggest hits on the batch 2 of anchor points, but still would be annoying.
yeah, you got kind of roasted on that one, but still,
But yeah, hopefully, 2 weeks' time endeavor will result in some sales because sales have been a bit sluggish. But the more it's in the market, the more I think I'm finding its niche. Its niche is the fact that its per pallet cost is so low.
No, totally. Yeah,
that is its selling point. It's not necessarily like if I put the price up to compensate for tariffs and I say to the guys, okay, guys, sorry, it's now $750. We pay the tariffs. I don't think that would be a huge issue, like a huge hindrance to sales because it literally leaves here, it arrives, tariffs are done. Or I'm going to make an American shipping option, one of the two. And if we do that and we focus on the selling point not being that it's the cheapest one, but the per pallet cost is the cheapest. And that would be, yeah. I designed a rack, getting them laser cut, that holds 9 pallets vertically on the wall so that I can store 48 pallets because I'm pretty close to that already.
Wow.
Well, I mean, just the new Torx fixtures is 8 pallets.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I've got a shitload of pallets. So I've come up with a new way to store them. But
That's cool.
Like the per pallet cost is where the system really shines. And surprisingly, it's relatively rigid. I did all the stuff that I did this last week sideways on an anchor point. Wouldn't recommend it, but it works if you're not going full savage mode on it. And if you are going full savage mode, you need to just be aware that is your limiting rigidity factor.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. I'm resisting the urge to build my own lang. That's the gist of it. Just seeing what else we got here. So, customer service.
Yeah, like that's one thing. It's just a super minor point, but like everybody always touts customer service. And actually, it's one thing I think I'm going to do on my website. I get a lot of people asking me. I think I have an email in my inbox I haven't replied to right now. People want springs for my pens, and the little I put a little spacer in with it, and it has a bunch of functions. But sometimes people buy pens and then they're like, I'm going to change the spring. So they take my spring and the little spacer that is kind of important to make the pen function exactly how I want it to, and they throw it in the trash. And then they put their own spring in there and they realize, oh, this doesn't work. It catches, it does weird things. It's like, yeah, of course it does. Cause I've designed the reason I've done this is to design around these flaws. And then they're like, oh, this is not exactly what I want. And they're like, well, I've thrown out the other springs. So now they're kind of hosed. So they always send me a message, be like, hey, can I get a spring and a thing? And 9 times out of 10, it's not worth my time to try to invoice them for it. So I'm just like, shoot me your message or shoot me your email or your address. I'll just send you one. And everyone's always blown away by that. And it cost me $10 to ship them something. So it's a minor cost. The amount of like positive interactions I've had from just basically giving somebody that for free has been phenomenal. Like if I have one tip for people, it's like, if you can stomach like, shelling out a few bucks like that for that kind of customer service, it's crazy how far that, like how much people appreciate something silly like that, especially like a second party customer. Like, they're like, I didn't even buy from you. I bought it on the used market and you support it. Like, they're like, that's insane. Like, it just blows people's minds. It's so cool.
Grimsmo will send out a replacement screw or something to someone.
Right.
And they don't want to put them for sale because then people just buy 1,000 screws. So it's like, if you reach out into a serial number of your knife, we'll send you a screw, like kind of story.
That's kind of my deal. Is like if people need parts for my pens and they have a pen in their, like, I'm usually like, just I'll send it to you. Don't worry about it. It's not worth my time to charge you the $4.
Not worth the paperwork.
Like, totally. But I think I might put an option on my website with all the like accessories for it. Free. You just click on it, it adds to your cart for free, and all it charges you is shipping. Because that way it'll limit people from being like, I want 1,000 of these. Because I'll see the order come through. I'm like, I'm not going to send you 1,000 springs, you dork. But like, someone's like, I want a couple springs and spacers. Like, yeah, whatever. That's totally fine. You'll come back. You'll come back for more.
Let me quickly check if I have the free item on my website.
Oh yeah, your CAD, like stuff like that. Like that's actual customer service that people appreciate. Is like,
they're all there. They're just under the resources,
right?
But I don't know if they've been anchor point. Oh, that's a starter kit. I see the Isotile still on there. Fancy. No, I think I might have disabled the product because I was worried about it messing with the shipping.
Right.
But like that I need to get Danica to re-enable that for me because that's convenient. You just go download, you get an email with all the files. You have all the palette designs. You have the dummy anchor point. You can put it into your machine. And that just makes life easy.
Yeah, that's why I like companies like Harvey. That's why I like companies like Big Master, because you get all that data. Like it's put out there for you to be like, hey, do you want feeds and speeds? Do you want models of tools? Do you want an easy accessible catalog? Do you want like a complete solid model of this thing you're just buying? Like that stuff is really valuable, and I'll pay your exorbitant prices for it.
My favorite is that some of those services mess with the models. Like if you download a gear, it's not a perfect gear.
Oh yeah.
And if you download a pulley, the V on the pulley is not correct. So you can't just take the model and make the parts. It's not actually, its overall dimensions are good enough that you can use it in your model. But if you try and make that components, it's not going to be correct.
Oh, weird. I've printed a freaking ton of pulleys off Big Master, so maybe that's something new, or maybe I just never noticed it when printing.
It's a printed pulley.
It's like you're not all that precise.
You're not putting like 50 horsepower through it. But I know that, I know that in the past that was a thing. Even pulling models off of 3D Content Central. What did I pull off of there? And then we tried to make in-house because we couldn't get it. And the model was just ever so slightly off. Like, I think it was a rack and pinion or a gear or something. And I was wire cutting it. So like it was accurate. Okay. And I projected a sketch off of it. And the profile was not correct.
I could see that. I could see that if you're wiring it, for sure.
Yeah, and that was from a supplier, like from the OEM, their model, and it wasn't correct. But if you put it into your model, it'll mesh and do everything it needs to do. But if you try and make it yourself, it's not correct.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, it does make sense. But yeah, back in the days when I had access to a wire cutter, that was great. I liked wire cutters. So what is your T-shirts thing, Curt?
So I found a local company because I ordered like the T-shirts we use for the people listening that you can buy our shirts. That's fine. It's like a print on demand service. Great. I'm not super pleased with them for the artwork I want to do. It's just this isn't the right shirt. I want like when the ink is infused directly into the fabric itself.
Oh, so you want it silk screened?
Silk screened, essentially. Yeah, exactly. And there's no print on demand services that do DTF, silk screening.
Which doesn't stand for what you think it stands for. It's direct to fabric.
There's direct DTG and there's DTF and there's transfers. There's all kinds of ways they can do it, but it's all the same. It's a vinyl onto the shirt. And it's an inexpensive way to do that. All the print on demand services do that. But I found a local company that's local to me, and they'll do shirts. I think it costs me, I have to buy a minimum of 12, and they'll do silk screening of all the colors. Like they have like you upload your artwork, it shows you the closest matched Pantones or whatever. And they'll do silk screening, and I think it'll cost me $300 to buy 12 shirts. So it works out to $25 a shirt, which isn't heinous.
No, that's not horrible.
No, for silk screening, and then that's a proper silk screen shirt. Yeah. So I think I'm going to probably do that. The only annoyance with that is I'm going to have to stock shirts, so it's going to cost me like probably a few $1,000s. Yeah, because I'll have to keep all the stock here. But I get the advantage of when people order something from me, if they order a shirt as well, it all just comes in one box.
Yeah, all just ships from one thing. Okay.
Yeah, so that's an advantage. So, anyways, I've kind of been exploring that option just because that's the kind of that's the kind of stuff I like. Not to poo-poo the shirt service we use. It's great. It's just for the artwork I'm trying to push through. It's kind of pissing me off.
She designed all the new shirts that she can't make them in-house. So I don't get new shirts. Okay. Because shipping from Printful to South Africa is just hilarious.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't get the new shirt. I'm going to get the new shirts. I'm going to make her do it. But I think she might tweak the artwork for them. But yeah, they will be live tomorrow. Well, they'll be live yesterday from when you guys listen to this, because we're going to put this out at the normal time. We're just recording early, like fancy people. Anyway, last topic before we do the other fun things. I'm being lazy with my boat, Curt.
How are you being lazy with your little Tykes boat?
I got a 3D scan of it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I started modeling what I wanted to do, and then I was like, fuck this noise. I'm just going to YOLO it. I'm just going to use some techniques my dad taught me. If I can put down some foam in the bottom of the boat, put a piece of cardboard, stick the profile, transfer that to a piece of plywood, cut it out to match, and just build it old school. No CAD models, just YOLO build it, get what I want done, because that needs to be done in like 2 weeks' time. So I need to go buy a sheet of plywood, and then I'm going to probably climb into that in the evenings over the next 2 weeks or so and get that ready, because bass fishing season is here and I want my boat to be properly kitted out.
That makes sense.
I've got grey and orange EVA foam for it, for the deck.
Oh, cute.
So
cute.
It matches.
Nice.
Small shit. So I'm going to build hatches, cooler boxes, whatnot into the boat, just with an insert that literally drops in. So it'll drop in, and I don't even think I'm going to bolt it as gravity can hold it. If it falls out because you're upside down, you've got bigger problems.
I was just gonna say this.
It'll be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna. That's an evening project. But yeah, I'm trying to nicify the workshop a little bit, so I enjoy spending more time in there. So sorting out that table and painting the wall and just a whole bunch of small projects. Also, going to pull the cooling fan off of my my spindle motor, because it is full of crap. Since I got it, it's been dirty. So I want to just strip it off. I think I might try to do that tomorrow, because tomorrow I've got a little bit of a lull, I think. With it being the first of the month, I think we're going to get some orders in, but I don't think I'm going to have anything anyone jumping up and down for stuff. So I'll be able to take the day to just stop, reset, sort my shit out, clean my machine, and carry on with life. I need to still make the winch thing to lift my fourth axis out.
Nice.
And just didn't go by a winch yet. Yet being the operative word there. That's a tomorrow problem. Yes, I found out about the term Koki.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it is the same as Sharpie. It was a brand name that got adopted as the term for it, like Kleenex or Sharpie or one of those. That was a brand in South Africa. I'm assuming around the 90s, 80s, 90s, back when we wouldn't have had Sharpies because of sanctions. So I'm assuming that's where the term, it's known as a Koki.
Cool.
I assume it's because you can snort the fucking thing, but who knows?
Yeah.
Because those things smell, they send you to the moon. It's great. So what is in your Google box, Curt?
My Google box, aside from being full of the old gaming stuff, because
we're going to discuss that in the after show today, because I have gone down that rabbit hole just a little bit.
Proper. So I'll avoid some of those. Actually, let's. I'll open mine here, and
well, I can start. I've got mine open.
Okay, let it rip.
Okay, Retroid Pocket 5, 77 on Wordle. I was looking up something on the Haas ST10. I was looking at their smaller lathes. I don't know why. Discovered I can buy M2 thread mills locally. Got Smart Machine Tools open. I was looking up the Siemens 828D controller because there are some limitations on that. I don't think we got into that in the podcast. Okay, after show topic. Tracking the screws I bought, because I bought like 2,000 screws from China. Since the Torque screws I buy anywhere are from Taiwan and China, I just bought them straight from China. And then looking up public holidays and when South Park was airing.
Nice.
And now it is purged.
Nice.
What is in your Google box?
So mine was honestly a lot of kind of boring stuff. I was looking up some of the country tariff restrictions because a bunch of countries now are no longer shipping to the U.S. and I wanted to see if I was in there, but we're not.
Okay. Am I?
I don't
think so.
know. I think it was a lot of European countries.
Yeah,
just because craziness, but I think that's all being deemed like unlawful now or something. I don't know. Everything's in flux. I just don't care anymore. So we'll just let that ride. So that was in there. Retroid stuff, as we talked about. T-shirt stuff, because I had a gang of that stuff open. Pizza, because I got some pizza for my little rats the other day. And a bunch of deactivated stuff. Nothing else all that interesting. It was kind of a lull week. Like I said, I was kind of half of the week I was out of commission. Yeah. So nothing too fun, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. That happens. Where can people find a way to not buy your stuff, Curt?
You can find a way to not buy my stuff at confoundedmachine.com. Eventually, this is going to bite me in the ass because I'm not really growing my customer base, but I think we're going to...
Yeah, but it's for a good reason.
I think if people are in the podcast sphere here and you listen to the various podcasts, I'll have a way up shortly where more people can join the lottery if they so choose. It's kind of going to be a sneaky backdoor for a little bit. But yeah, I'm just trying to knock the list down. But you can see my wares. You can see the pricing on a lot of pens under a few of the links on my site and all the social media stuff. Links to the podcast, the merch store, all the jazz, all the media jazz. How about you, Jamie? How can people get your stuff?
You can find me at jspec_engineering on Instagram, where you can follow the day-to-day shenanigans in our workshop. And you can find our online store and website at jspeceng.com, where you can pick up an anchor point, could pre-order an isotype if you really want, or you can find a flak. Those are based in the UK for now. We are thinking of I'm going to make more stock, and I think I'm going to hold it this side, because there are new magnets on order that are stronger, because the Gen 2 magnets were hilariously weak. But yeah, that's where you can find us. And then also the lonemachinists.com, where there's a companion guide and some bonus content from when we lost connection a few weeks ago.
Send Jamie messages about how you want a beefy leash for your dog and tell him to make them.
Yeah, I'm at least making 2 of them. But yeah, that's what are you up to today, Curt? Well, today's a Sunday for you. Well, Sunday for me too.
Yeah, today's a Sunday, so I'm probably going to fill a little kiddie pool for my little rats to go play in because it's hot AF up here, and yeah, I'm just gonna chill out for it today, and then tomorrow's a holiday too, so I think we're
Yeah.
gonna play in the park and yeah, just chill,
Nice,
relax.
some
I have
family
I think
time. Yeah.
a couple of packages I'm gonna send out here once again for springs. Get some of those sent out to waiting people,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's about it. How about you, Master Jamie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and probably watch YouTube until I go to sleep, and then tomorrow going to listen to Lean Built if it comes out because that's my Monday morning ritual, and then go buy a paint tray and paint a wall and go pick up some carbide. So yeah, going to sort. My plan is to start sorting the workshop out tomorrow. I'm also thinking of ordering a skip and just fucking turfing stuff. Just if I
That's yeah.
haven't looked at it in a while, just bin or into some semblance of organization because I've got a lot of crap still that like I've got drawers of nuts and bolts, and they get me out of a pickle every now and again. They were Danica's dad's. He died 13 years ago, and they're still in my workshop, or 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still in my shop. They need to go. Like it's convenience every now and again when you're short a bolt and there's one in there, but it's taking up a whole corner and needs to go away now.
That's a hot tip for anybody that like has a house or anything like that. Order yourself a bin.
Yeah,
Like they don't cost a
100%.
ton of money. It's incredible. You'll fill it. And you'll feel
Dude,
better about it because you'll be like,
yeah,
my house is
instantly.
so much less crap in it. Yeah.
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 No, we did
I'm a big
two of them in the beginning of last year, the beginning of this year. I had 2 skips delivered, and yeah, we filled them. And that I'd had one
Mhm.
delivered before that. Yeah, we just have it delivered and you just load it up with crap and just get rid of crap because yeah, otherwise it just accumulates, and that is not an ideal situation. But
Yeah,
anyway,
no, exactly.
uh, yeah. Well, thank you everybody for listening. So I'm reading the document here while I'm trying to remember what I've got to do, while I'm trying to read a Siemens manual. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We will see you next week. If you were on YouTube and watching our ugly mugs, you can also find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can find us on Zencaster, if your name's AJ, Zencaster or YouTube if you want to watch the video of us talking. But yeah, thank you, everybody, for listening, and we will see you next week.
Take care, all.